back on the Hasos. So that one was Hasogashi ski, and this next one is Hasogashi Ushiro ski. Before I demonstrate it, I've been bringing up one particular point for, must be 40 years now. Heaven knows how many times I must have said it around the world, the differences. Nobody seems to realise the importance of it. But if you don't understand this, you won't understand this Haso. Okay? It's the lining up. If you don't do this with the finger, check yourself all the time. At the end of your strikes, when you're holding the Jo, when you're cutting with the Ken, try to keep it closed in more. Saito Sensei used to say, you know, if that sticks out, it's an object for somebody to notice and break it with their Jo or Ken. I have seen him with his finger a little bit like that, but it's a case of do what your master tells you. Right, so try and keep that. You don't want this cocked wrist with this gap here. Okay? It wants to be flat, so there's no gaps. It wants to be there. It wants to be exact at right angles. Exact at right angles. Most people hold it here, they hold it here. They just don't seem to understand there. And when they hold it, they've got this gap. When they think they've got it right, they've still got this gap. It's got to be flat, as if my arm is part of that Jo laying on it. If not, you'll never understand this, and you'll always be doing it with your strength. Doesn't matter whether you're male, female, you know, trans, it doesn't matter. If you're a human being, it needs to be part of the Jo. Okay, so I'll show it from the rear first. It connects. It settles, but it doesn't settle. It only settles as far as on your body. You go to the end of the Jo, It's like a spiral, like a spiraling barrel. This is like striking with a hammer, if you can imagine a hammer blow. Your posture is in the jigger type posture. Make your body, your head, all this movement fluid, flowing together. Whatever the footwork, whatever the hasso, do it slowly, pay attention to what your body's doing. Speed will come naturally, you don't have to put speed in. Speed will come naturally. You can always make these packages look better by staying with your zanshin. There you can do lots of modifications. You may find lots more that you can develop yourself. Look, turn the body slowly from the hips as you reach out. I say to all my students also, you should do yoga because you need to learn flexibility. You know, we're stretching our arm at great length at the same time as turning the body. You're going in two different directions. Expression of hands, turning, lots of beautiful things in this. If you don't look first, how would you know if your enemy's moved? What about if they move a little bit? Aikido is for multiple attack, so you need to check them. You can then move, look. You can move to where they are before you release. Too many people get so involved in the enjoyment of doing it, they don't look and they just ski in the same robotic place every single time. That's not what Aikido is about. If you do it together, look, this happens as well. The Jo goes offline. The Jo goes offline. You're stiff, you're stuck. Turn, where are they? Ski, to where they are, or try different angles. You know, imagine that you're being surrounded by many opponents and you choose different points that you use your ski on. Always come back to Shihan. No gaps. Look fast. Ski. This way for a strike to settle, or you're changing hands. You can do lots of different things with the Jo. It doesn't have a blade, it doesn't have a handle, it doesn't have an end, so you can experiment with them. I encourage you to do so. As long as it feels right and it's safe in Budo, that means martial, you're not just twiddling a piece of wood around having fun. As long as it's doing something in a martial way, then you're safe. Thank you for your time, and we'll carry on with the next Hasagai Shushiro Uch, and then there's Hasagai Shushiro Barai. But one at a time, pros and cons. Domo arimasu.